Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootleggers, shills, necessarily service, peasants, vassals, meat sex, pink slime, demographic groups, consumers, shopaholics. I'm Useful Idiot, and today I'd like to do part 2 of Planet of Drones. And I did that video some 9 months ago, and I'm even surprised how exponentially the growth of the drone industry and the extensive use of drones by countries all over the world has expanded in such a short time. So Planet of the Drones is right on the mark. And some of my viewers may not see how new technologies like this are part of my general palette of economics and geopolitical events. But it really is because, first of all, war is our economy now. So the fact that a new military technology that is very economical is going to have a profound change on military strategy and tactics, as well as the fact that you could have drone activity in countries that you don't even have an actual war going on in at the time. So very interesting development. So here we have Planet of the Drones Part 2. And the new study has come out, a congressional report, and it's pointed out that between 2005 and 2011, the number of countries that possessed drones rose from 41 to 76. And the U.S. alone, in 2001, the Defense Department had 90 drones, and it now has 9,500 drones. So things are moving right along. Back between 2005 and 2010, the U.S. sold $388 million worth of drones and drone technologies overseas. And you'd be surprised at what countries actually have drone technology now. Egypt, Iran, Israel, Lebanon, Libya, Pakistan, Syria, Tunisia, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates are one batch of countries of 76 on a list that have drones. And of course, Iran has just been added to that list. They have a new drone called the Shahed 129, and it has a range of 1,200 miles and can be armed. And certainly looks like it was modeled after the one that the U.S. drone that Iran had captured. So that was a very quick development. So then we have Canada has plans to spend $1 billion on armed drones. Australia will spend $3 billion on armed drones, and even Germany is buying armed drones. So this industry generates about $6 billion a year globally, and they assume that in 10 years it'll be a $20 billion a year industry, and I certainly can see no reason why that wouldn't be true. So as of right now, only the UK, the US, and Israel are known to have used armed drones, but that will change soon as this technology is proven to be successful. And in fact, the arms race that has started globally is because of the success of this technology. So we have 50 countries developing more than 900 different drone systems right now, and they see the military advantages as well as the economic advantages. So, and drones are already being used by foreign powers to collect intelligence on U.S. military installations overseas. So we're already seeing this drone technology come back to haunt the U.S. And the U.S. government has condoned the sale and transfer of these technologies as well. So that's why an interesting array of countries now have drone technology, because U.S. companies are selling it to them. So let's get into some of the new drone technologies. There's a new killer drone called the Switchblade, and it was developed by AeroVironment. That's a company that's been quite successful in this field. And it's a guided missile small enough to fit in a backpack and fire at a single foe. And obviously it folds up. That's why it's called a Switchblade. And it doesn't just carry a bomb, it is the bomb. So this is part of a new trend of moving to smaller drones with adapted smaller munitions. And there's also another company called Arcturus that has a drone with 17-foot wingspan and a 10-pound missile. And AeroVironment, incidentally, already supplies the U.S. military with the Wasp drone, the smallest drone in service. It weighs less than a pound, has endurance of 45 minutes, and has a 3-mile range, and that's used for reconnaissance. And the U.S. Army already gave AeroVironment a $4.9 million contract. And so these new Switchblade personal drones that you can carry in a backpack will be going to Afghanistan soon. And we also have something called the Autonomous Rotorcraft Sniper System. And that is a drone helicopter that has a stabilized turret and can basically snipe unmanned from a computer laptop. So that's another different direction in the drone industry. And speaking of different directions in the drone industry, we also have the BioSwimmer unmanned underwater vehicle. And this project was funded by the Department of Homeland Security. And it's a Boston company that developed this underwater unmanned vehicle that essentially is a fish. In fact, it is a fish. And it will be used for underwater inspection in hard-to-reach places and inspect and protect harbors and other security missions. So now we have a move into both unmanned aerial aircraft and underwater unmanned vehicles. So we're seeing all shapes, sizes, and types of drones now. And there's also a new one that's modeled after a maple seed, and it's called the Samurai, and it was developed by Lockheed Martin. And it's a cheap, tiny, hovering aerial drone launched with the flick of a wrist. And the nice thing about it is it's completely expendable, and they suggest that thousands could be dropped from a plane at a time. And they are the size of maple seeds and use the same structural design as a maple seed. And then last but not least, we have a new Raytheon mini bomb. It's literally 2 feet long, called a small tactical munition. It's a laser guided bomb that's 2 feet long, and this changes the drone paradigm, because not only can a vast fleet of smaller, cheaper drones be armed now, but larger drones will become more and more heavily armed. And I think that's the wave of the future. So, speaking of wave of the future, we have Planet of the Drones continues, and it's growing at an exponential rate. And most countries in the world will have drones if they don't already have them. So it's crossing borders by leaps and bounds, and everybody's getting in on it. And like I mentioned, there's 50 countries that are developing new types of drones, so it's a very competitive market, and we're going to see all kinds of new technologies develop. And it will be interesting to see what kind of impact it has on everything from military tactics and strategies to the police and surveillance state. So there's the update on new drone technology. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.